In the earlier class, we were studying about causes of high birth rate. Now we shall be studying about causes of low death rate. Now, what are the different causes for the low death rate? Firstly, improvement in medical and health facilities. As we are seeing that there is a wide change in the medical facilities which were available earlier times and which are available in today's time. Due to widespread increase in medical and health facilities, epidemics like plague, cholera, malaria, smallpox, tuberculosis, etc., have almost been eradicated because due to technology we are being able to manage and to uh, get medications for the all the epidemics which are there. So which consisted of plague, cholera, then malaria, smallpox, tuberculosis, all these diseases which had created a great impact in the earlier times, have been treated because they have medication available. Now, next we have decline in maternal mortality rate. Over a period of time, death rate of women dying during maternity has declined due to improvement in medical facilities. So, there is a decline in the maternal mortality rate. Means what? That the death of the woman during pregnancy has declined because there are technologies through which the pain which the woman feels has been reduced a little. Means because of technology she is being able to take different actions, or doctors are able to treat them properly, and say where various steps are being taken, so that there is a low death rate in the woman due to the maternity. Now, next we have fall in infant mortality rate. Due to better medical facility, there has been a decline in the infant mortality rate from 146 per thousand in 1951 to 61 per thousand in 2002. uh, and for 47 per in thousand 47 per thousand in 2011. Improvement in literacy among women has also resulted in better care of for infants, such as there is a decline in infant mortality rate. So because medical facilities have been improved, so we see that there is a decline in the decline since the year 1951 to 2011. We can see a drastic change in the drop of the death rates in India due to better medical facilities. Now, next we have increase in literacy. Better education will help the people to take care of their life and the needs of their children in a better way. Education has helped the people to come out of their blind faith, beliefs, and ignorance. So, increase in literacy has helped the people in to stop believing into things like blind faith, then beliefs and ignorance. Due to which also there is a improvement, or there is a better death rate. So we are seeing that the death rate has declined. Then next we have use of nutritious food. Now, as people are educated, as people understand everything, so they take care that they have proper nutritious food daily and see to it that proper nutrition which is required for the human body is available to everyone, not only women and children but also the males, or the people of old age who require proper nutrition for the body. Use of nutritious food. Education has created awareness about health and nutrition. Percentage of children and women dying due to malnutrition and ill health was quite high. These deaths are now brought under control by providing nutritious diet. Example, midday meal programs in the school. So various schools have also taken up this program of providing meal to all the children who are there in the school, so that nutritious food and proper intake of food at least once in the entire day is done. So this is taken care by the government in the government schools. Then disaster management. The National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA) was constituted in 2005. This helps to mitigate all types of disaster, thereby reducing the loss of lives. So disaster management, the disaster management authority has seen to it that they mitigate, that is they reduce the all types of loss or disasters by reducing the loss of lives. Next we have other factors, education, social reforms, rapid urbanization, improvement in the standard of living, publicity campaigns are also responsible for creating awareness among the people. So uh, these things where different reasons are there for the decline in the death rate. So this was about the causes or decline in the birth rate. Now next, death rate. Now we should be studying about measures to check population explosion. Now how do we check that whether there is a population increase or decrease? To control the control the problem of population explosion in India, the following measures need to be undertaken. Economic measures. Economic measures can raise the standard of living of the people and help to reduce population growth. Some of the important economic measures are as follows: expansion of industrial sector, creation of employment opportunities, removal of poverty, equitable distribution of income and wealth. Um, Social measures. So firstly, we in that we have economic measures. Now in economic measures, what all different things we have? So in that, first is expansion of industrial sector. As industrial sector has been growing and has been showing a good change and development. Then next we have creation of employment opportunities. As we are creating employment opportunities, then removal of poverty. So there is a removal of poverty because people see to it that everyone gets a certain amount of payment for the work they do and proper food is provided by to them. Then equitable distribution of income and wealth. So there is a equitable means equal distribution of income and wealth among the people. Then next we have social measures. Population explosion is a socio-economic problem. It is related to illiteracy, superstition, orthodoxy, low status of women. The following are the social measures: spread of education, improving the status of women, then raising the minimum age of marriage. Since now we are seeing that women are more educated, women are getting more and more qualified, and they are spreading proper education, then there is an improvement in the status of women. In the earlier days, they used to do only household work, but now over the period as time has changed, we are seeing that they are changing, that is situations are changing, and there is an improvement in the status of women. Women are treated respectfully, and even the minimum marriage age that has to be increased. Then next we have population policy of India. Population policy was implemented through the following programs. Now what are the different programs which are undertaken by the government? So firstly in that we have family planning program. It was launched in 1952 with the objective of reducing the birth rate. Family planning refers to Planned Parenthood. It is a measure in which birth of the child is determined by the choice and not by chance. Family planning program was not successful due to lack of awareness among the people, false religious beliefs, and inconsistent policies of the government. So the family planning program was implemented in the year 1952, and the objective of this was to reduce the birth rate. And family planning refers to parenthood, and it is a measure which is taken for the birth of the child, which can be seen that it is done by choice and not by chance. Next we have family welfare programs. Family planning program was renamed as Family Welfare Program in 1979. It attempted to integrate family planning services with those of maternal, child health, and nutrition. So different things which were there for family planning program was to integrate these services. They were maternal, child health, and nutrition. These were the programs, specialized programs related to these topics was taken up by the government. Then next we have national policy of 2000. In the year 2000, the government introduced a National Population Policy (NPP) to control population and to improve its quality. Some of the important features of NPP 2000 are was so this was a national population policy in the year 2000. So what all were the different important features? Firstly, free and compulsory school education up to the age of 14 years. So now we are seeing in the schools that they provide free and compulsory education up to the age of 14 years. Then reduce infant mortality rate to below 30 per thousand live births. So even the mortality rate has the decline. Then reduce maternal mortality rate (MMR) to below 100 per 1 lakh 1 lakh live births. Then universal immunization of children against all vaccine preventable diseases. Delayed marriage for girls not earlier than 18 and preferably after the age of 20 years. Prevention and control of communicable diseases. Achieve a stable population by 2045. So these are the objectives under the National Population Policy of the year 2000. And uh, the things which have been discussed in these are cover very important topics which require proper attention to be given by the government. So hope that these things come into action and we see all the changes required. Now, population as a human resource. Now, next concept which we shall be starting is population as a human resource. Introduction. Population constitutes a nation's valuable resource. Nature's bounty becomes significant only when people find it useful. It is people with their demands and abilities that turn them into resources. Hence, human resource is the ultimate resource. Healthy, educated, and motivated people develop resources as per their requirements. Human resources, like other resources, are not equally distributed all over the world. They differ in their educational levels, age, and sex. Their number and characteristics also keep changing. The United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) has introduced the concept of human development in 1990. Human development embraces enlargement of all human choices, economic, social, cultural, or political. It is the enrichment of human lives which is the real wealth of the society. So, this is the nation's valuable resource for its population. But even the nature, their health, and people are important. But they also differ in their education, their ability, their age, their sex, then their number. Their characteristics keep on changing. So, United Nations Development Program has introduced the concept of human development since the year of 1990, and it is enlargement, or it has been focused on seeing to it that there is economic, social, cultural, or political changes which take place, and also there is enrichment of human lives with the real wealth of the society, which is the real wealth of the society. Now, what is the role of human resources in economic development? Human development is an end, while economic growth is a means to achieve this end. So, human conditions should be improved. So, firstly, it says that if there are humans, if there is a proper growth in the humans, only then we can see that there will be better conditions for the people to live, and also there will be more improvement and growth in the country. Then human development can contribute to reduction in disturbances in a society and increase political stability. So, human development can contribute to the reduction in civil disturbances in a society and increase political stability. So, these are some of the important and basic factors which need to be looked upon. Then next we have human development is concerned with widening not merely income choices but covering all aspects of human development. So this is also very important that we cover all the human aspects, and not only choices of covering the people who are important or anything, but seeing to it that everyone's health and everyone's everything is taken into consideration. Next, we have economic, social, cultural, or political. Human resource development occurs through provisions of educational facility, increase in literacy rate, especially among women, tends to reduce birth rate and infant mortality rate. This contributes to population control. So, as we see that human development occurs not only through eating food but also through educational facilities. Then it increase in literacy rate. Everyone should be educated. Basic education should be taken by every person. Then even women should be properly educated, and to reduce birth and infant mortality rate, there should be proper measures should be taken, proper population control steps to be taken for these purposes. Then next we have human resource development contributes to improvement in life expectancy and literacy rate. This further improves the quality of life. So, human resources contribute to the improvement and life expectancy. Then, even literacy rate helps, because as people are more and more educated, it will be helpful for the people as well as for them to grow internally and also to support and understand that what has been happening and how they can improve their life and quality of life. Then next we have human resource development helps to bring about research and development. It motivates research in various educational institutes. So human resource development helps to bring about research and development. It motivates research in educational institutions. So this is one of the important aspect. Then next we have um human resource further helps to bring about research and development. We are done with this point. Next point. Human development leads to increase in human productivity. That is investment in nutrition, health and education, which results in higher productivity. So, more the proper human health, more the human productivity. Means more the man is stable or fit, he can do more work. So, this will help in not only in increasing his nutrition, but he will also take care of his health and education facilities, which will result in higher productivity. Then next we have concept of human development is universal by nature. It applies to less developed as well as highly educated, highly developed countries. In short, human development embraces the entire society. So with this we can understand that human resources, one of the very important aspect which shall be helpful to the nature to grow, to develop, and also to the society as a whole. So, with this, we mark the end of this chapter. Now, after this, we shall be starting with the next chapter. So, now the next chapter is unemployment in India. We are seeing that maximum people are unemployed in India because due to low facilities available or very less job opportunities available and many more reasons. So let us study about these things in detail. Introduction. India is a developing country and one of the fastest growing economies of the world. The problem of unemployment is considered to be the biggest challenge to the development of India. Figure 7.1 gives an idea about the problem of unemployment in India. Unemployment leads to waste of human resources. Long-term unemployment results in mass poverty and slow economic development. Mostly young people face the problem of unemployment. Young people are a major human resource, key agents for social change and driving force for economic development and technological innovation. India has considerable young population. Hence, unemployment among youth is the most critical challenge of the 21st century. There is an imbalance between employment opportunities and increase in population. This has resulted in large scale unemployment. So, generally, unemployed people are involved in unproductive work like gambling and indulge in antisocial and anti national activities. So, as we are seeing that India's youth population is unemployed. Since the youth population is facing the problem of unemployment, and since they are not getting jobs, and since they are facing a lot of difficulties, so in order to satisfy their day-to-day needs, in order to have proper money or anything, they get indulged into non-productive activities, that is the activities such as gambling, then antisocial, anti-national activities, and they start doing these activities, which in turn results in a very bad condition for the country. So, one of the most important challenges which India is facing in the 21st century is unemployment. So, what do you mean by unemployment? Now, let us study about the meaning of unemployment. Normally, anyone who is not gainfully employed in any productive activity is said to be unemployed. In economics, unemployment is to be studied with respect to nature, working age group, demand for and supply of labor, prevailing wage rate. So, mm so anyone who is not gainfully employed in any productive activity is said to be a person who is unemployed. And in economics, unemployment can be studied with respect to, so when we are saying that a person is unemployed, we can see or we can understand from these four factors. Firstly, nature. Then second is working age group. Then demand for and supply of labor. Then prevailing wage rate. So in the 2020 pandemic, we have seen that many people, many big business people have also faced huge losses in their business, and many employed people have also lost their jobs. Now, why these people lost their jobs? These people lost their jobs because the company was unable to give them proper wages, or they are not able to take care of them in. So they have seen to it that many people have been removed from their jobs. The rate of economic growth is not fast enough to generate adequate jobs to absorb the expanding labor force. Unemployment is a situation in which people in the age group of 15 to 59 are able and willing to work at the prevailing wage, but unable to get a job. For a person to be considered employed, it is essential that the person should be engaged in work for a minimum number of hours per week, according to National Sample Survey Organization. So, the if a person is said to be employed, he has to be compulsorily at the work for the minimum specified hours by the Act. In India, a person is considered unemployed if he works for less than 14 hours per week. Then those who work for 18 to 28 hours a week are considered as underemployed. So these are certain factors on which they decide that what person is to be done, to be employed for how much time. So a person who is working for less than 14 hours per week is unemployed. Then who is working for 15 to 28 hours is considered as underemployed. Then the person who works for 8 hours per day, that is 273 days of the year, is considered employed on the standard basis. So this is a standard which is fixed by the government, and according to this they decide whether a person is employed, whether the person is unemployed, or whatever may be the situation. Now next we shall be studying about the types of unemployment. So in that there are various types of unemployment. We can classify unemployment into various categories. So, in this, we have urban unemployment and rural unemployment. In rural unemployment, we have seasonal unemployment, disguised unemployment, technological unemployment, frictional unemployment, cyclical unemployment, and structural unemployment. In urban unemployment, we have educated unemployment and industrial unemployment. Under industrial unemployment, we have technological unemployment, frictional unemployment, cyclical unemployment, and structural unemployment. We shall be studying each of them in detail. So let us start with that. Rural unemployment. The unemployment found in villages is called rural unemployment. Following are the types of rural unemployment. Firstly, seasonal unemployment. A large number of people remain unemployed during the slack season or in the off season. Agriculture being a seasonal occupation, farmers have to depend upon monsoon for cultivation. Majority of the labor force in the agriculture sector remain unemployed for nearly 5 to 7 months in a year. Seasonal unemployment is also found in tourism, marriage bands, sugar factories, ice factory, fisheries, etc. So, since we see that raincoats are required only in the rainy seasons, then marriages take place in a certain period of time. Then tourism sector, each place which is a tourist site has a specific time of visiting. Then sugar factories, since sugarcane is produced only once in the year, so sugar also gets produced once in a year. Then ice factory, then we have fisheries. So these all are create seasonal unemployment. As we know that during the rainy season, fishermen cannot go into the sea or collect fishes. So this creates an unemployment during those time. Then next we have uh, disguised unemployment. It is also known as invisible unemployment. Disguised unemployment is generally found in the villages in India. It is a situation in which more people are doing work than actually required. Even if some are withdrawn, production does not suffer. In other words, it refers to a situation of employment with surplus manpower in which some workers have zero marginal productivity. The excessive pressure on land leads to disguised unemployment in rural areas. It is estimated that nearly 20% of the labor force is disguised unemployment in rural areas. Joint family system, lack of alternative job opportunities result in overcrowding in agriculture. These are the main reasons for disguised unemployment. So there is an invisible unemployment. Means what? Many people are together into a same business and the level of productivity is zero from them. So as they are excess, so this is called as disguised unemployment. Nearly 20% of the labor force is into disguised unemployment. Means what? That they don't work much, but there is a overcrowding, and since there is a joint family system in India, there is more crowding, and these people crowd into the family business. So so there is disguised unemployment. So with this, we end the chapter and end the topic, and we shall be starting with the next topic in the next class.